Hi, Phil Aston here from Now Spinning Magazine with songs that did they change my life, or did they define my life, or did they define rock and roll from the decades that defined rock and roll? This is probably first in a series, depending on what you think of it. So I'm going to focus on a song, and it's on the Polydor Records label. And I put in the side, it's classic and I wrote on the side that it was by Pat Travers, because it is. You probably can't see that, so I should tell you what it is. It is Rock and Roll Susie from the album Making Magic from 1977. I bought the album, which I'm going to review and do a special feature on another time. But I just wanted to talk about one song, Rock and Roll Susie. I used to go to lots of rock clubs in Birmingham when I was growing up. So at this point in time, I'm 18 years of age. So there was the Rio Grande on a Sunday, which had a rock disco called Sabbath Rock. They used to play it all the time, and the imaginary guitars would come out, and the dance floor would fill up of guys with long hair and denim jackets, all the patches on the back, playing along to Pat Travers' licks on this. And also it was played in Bogart's and the Golden Lion in Solihull, and also the Golden Eagle in Birmingham. And it was actually played on Robin Valk on the radio, played it as well. And a lot of singles then didn't have picture covers, they just were what they were. But it's just called Rock and Roll Susie. It's just kind of a boogie track, really. But what Pat Travers brought to this stuff at this time, the lights shone on him. He'd released Pat Travers in 1976, and I'm going to mention that album. In fact, I'll mention that first, because the B-side of this single was called Makes No Difference. Now, Makes No Difference by Pat Travers is his finest moment. It's tucked away at the end of side 1. And it's got a real powerful riff. Great drumming from Nick Brain, who went on to be in Iron Maiden. And Mars Colling bass playing on all of Pat Travers' stuff. He's so high up in the mix. It makes the trio sound like you're in the room with them. But Makes No Difference was special because when it went into the guitar solo, it goes into the solo with all this super echo, the notes bouncing off each other, tons of reverb. And just when you think, wow, what a great guitar solo that was, it goes into another one. And it goes off somewhere else with a different kind of feel behind it. And then it goes into another one. And then when it comes out of the end of this period, it goes into another one before it comes back into the final verse. And the final verse drives along with kind of more guitars, just powered along by the drums and Mars Collins' bass. And the guitar playing, the crashing and everything about it is just amazing. Absolutely incredible. And it still is, if I'm thinking about this now, because I've got it on CD, it says Peter Coling was his name. He called himself Mars on the credits. Pat Travers, 1976. Just looking at that brings back so many memories of that track. Because the album itself, the first Pat Travers album, was a bit hit and miss in places. You got Boom Boom. Was it Take Out the Lights? I can't remember. And Hot Rod Lincoln. There's kind of bits where it's kind of as if they hadn't really got enough material. But that track is incredible. And Rock and Roll Susie might have felt like a bit of a throwaway song in some respects, lyrically. But I think in those days, Pat Travers thought, well, I've got to put some lyrics down. It's got to be about something. But it was really about the guitar. It was really about moving towards the guitar section, because he didn't just play the solo over the backing that had been used for the verse. It would go off somewhere else. It would go off to lots of other different riffs, lots of different arrangements. It was an adventure. When Pat Travers came to the instrumental section, it was an adventure because you didn't know where it was going to bounce off to, and then it would come back to the kind of more traditional verse chorus. But everything about that track, and to this day, it still makes me smile. So that's my kind of track of the day. And if you're new to you've never heard of Pat Travers, that's okay. It's not a problem. I mean, why would you if you're starting out collecting music? There's so many It's so much out there, isn't there? The difference was, when I was younger, is that as soon as it went out of print, it disappeared. But now everything can be found. But check it out. Rock and Roll Susie by Pat Travers from Making Magic. You can listen to the whole album, but also check out Makes No Difference from the first one as well. Start with that album. That'll give you a real good feel to where Mr. Travers was coming from. So thank you for watching, and thank you for being with me on this journey and helping me follow my passion in music. All of your support really, really helps me, and I'm really grateful. So music is the healer and the doctor. Tell me what you're going to spin. What's the track you played today? Not necessarily the album, but one track today you thought, whoa, I'm going to play that again. Take care, and I shall see you all very, very soon.